So yeah, we just need to keep an eye on track limits. Who's that?
That's Paul Alcina, the 26. Just saying about Alcina there, number 26. That's a big shame for him, actually, because that was his personal best qualifying in 8th. A big improvement over 12th that he had in Valencia. Oh, and we do actually have a red flag just popped up on our timing screens. Gap as Zuratufa goes onto the green there, big time.
Yeah, running wide there on the exit of turn 12 for Zuratufa. Can't do that too many more times, otherwise he will have a long lap penalty. So, completing the first lap then, who's going to lead over line? I think it's going to be Max Martinez, the pole sitter, the number 28, ahead of Brian Ariarte and Cruz, who's made a great start from the outside of the second row. He's ahead of Alvaro Carpe. And Zuratufa there is in 5th place, the number 85.
Just looking down towards the back of the top 10, Jacob Ralston up into 9th, so good start from him as he started 12th on the grid. So making moves already on the Leopard Impala junior team machine. And I tell you what, this is stretching out already, isn't it? Look at this, we've got gaps forming in this top pack already. That was Piqueras just flirting there with track limits. So they're certainly pushing on already, and it may well be because Uriarte is setting that hot pace already, trying to find a gap to slot into once he takes that long lap penalty.
Yeah, this is what we mentioned, isn't it? Brian Ariarte, the number 51, and Martinez did show superior pace in qualifying, and they've just got a little bit of a gap to the chasing pack. Not too much to worry about at the start of the race. Who was that? It's out. Cruzes, I'll put my words in eventually, just getting out of shape there. I think there was a little bit of contact on the exit with the Danny Pedrosa corner, but he didn't crash, which is the main thing. But yeah, the top two have got a bit of a gap now. It's around about half a second. Last time they clocked through the timing sectors. Brian Ariarte diving up the inside at turn 9.
Oh, big move. Then get a little bit of contact there. That gap's going to be much smaller than what it was now after that corner. But certainly it does seem, yes, number 85, Zuratufa slides up into 3rd place. I was about to say, it looks as though he's going to try and plant a move on Carpe, and he has done that.
When is Uriarte going to take his long lap penalty? Is it going to be now? It looks like no, he's not.
That's incredibly close.
But yeah, that corner is going to see plenty of overtaking manoeuvres. So there it is, confirmation, long lap penalty, the number 51. He'll have known before the race because it was the sanction that he was handed last night. So he'll know now that he's got to take it. I'm assuming he will take it on this lap. So they've just got Brian Ariarte, just got to get his head down and just try and get into a nice rhythm on this lap. Build as much of an advantage as he can as he dives at the inside of turn 2. Nice and clean there on Maximo Martinez.
For a reference of just how quick that time is from Piqueras, that 48 flat would have put Piqueras on the front of the second row of the grid. He would have been 4th place in qualifying if he slammed that in qualifying. So, yeah, they're pushing the pace a little bit, these boys.
There's Cruzes then. Exit of turn 6 last time out was where he got out of shape. They're headed into turn 6 now after the back straight. The riders just behind have bridged the gap to the top 2. Focusing on Ariarte, but Max Martinez drafts past again on the straight, and that's Xabi Zuratufa, the championship leader, making his move into 3rd place. So a fantastic start from the number 85. We did say he's the informed man. He's won 2 of the last 3 races. He finished 2nd in Aragon, less than a 10th behind his teammate. So he really has got the bit between his teeth, and he knows what's on the line, does Xabi Zuratufa.
Yeah, he certainly will, as we see Uriarte once. Wow, that was close, wasn't it? Just got his nose absolutely wiped by Martinez there as they come through turn number 9. But one thing with Zuratufa, he just seems to be able to stay out of all the chaos and the drama at the start of the race and slowly pick them off as he goes. And then once he's in that front pack, he just seems to never leave. Like, whatever they do, they cannot get him to come back the order. That was someone else way out wide. As we do see now, he has taken his on-lap penalty, Uriarte. Stayed within the lines, lovely stuff, and he's just pipped in front of Jacob Ralston. So that is, what position will that be? That will be P9, I do believe. P10, in fact. But actually, now it is P9 because he's just mugged Ferrandez on the brakes.
Yeah, good move there into turn 1. We saw a couple of riders running wide on the last lap. So yeah, we just need to keep an eye on track limits. Who's that?
That's Paul Alcina, the 26, and I wasn't too sure who the one is.
Number of the other one, so we'll find out soon enough. But yeah, thankfully it looks like both riders are up and okay. As Max Martinez then has a nice 0.7 second cushion in the early stages with 12 laps to go. Zabi Zurituza in second place.
Just saying about Alcina there, number 26. That's a big shame for him, actually, because that was his personal best qualifying in 8th. A big improvement over 12th that he had in Valencia. Oh, and we do actually have a red flag just popped up on our timing screens. So hopefully we see those two guys walking off there. That's more just for track conditions than anything else.
Red flag then. The riders will hopefully see the flags waving around the circuit and they'll peel into pit lane. Not sure how long the stoppage will be, but we'll bring you the information as soon as we can. So Max Martinez then had a 0.9 second lead. Ah yes, okay, so the rider just being attended to there in the gravel trap. He was crawling away, but yeah, fingers crossed, it's nothing too serious. We'll obviously bring you information when we get it.
Yeah, so the other rider there was Cesar Perea, the number 81. So hopefully Cesar is okay. Obviously the medics are already attending to them and they do a fantastic job, these medics. Straight away they're on the scene. So hopefully we will have some very positive news momentarily.
So the riders come back into the pit lane then. I think we will get a normal, not a normal race start, it'll be the quick start procedure, and then the riders take up their original positions on the grid. I think from memory that's what happened in the early stages last time we had a red flag. I'm just being wheeled away there. Riders come into pit lane, they'll get some refreshments on board.
Yeah, that is for sure. It's a very, very hot day here in Jerez, as we've said plenty of times. Elliot, if you could check your watch, what's the temperature at the moment?
30 degrees.
So 30 degrees, so some fluids on board and maybe just a little bit of an energy bar, and I'm sure they'll be okay. It's good to see that Cesar Perea is moving around there.
Yeah, that's positive. Like I say, we'll bring you news if and when we get it. But yeah, the positive news is that he is moving, so fingers crossed for Perea. Yeah, the riders will be getting refreshments on board, just doing a little debrief with their teams as well, just to see how the opening laps went. It was perfect for Maximo Martinez. He had a nice little gap there with Uriarte taking his long lap penalty. Now, interestingly, with Uriarte already taking his penalty, is he going to have to take it again in the restart? No, I don't think he is. So he'll either line up second on the grid. Yeah, there's the HM44, Hugo Malan forever. Yep. Absolutely. Maximo Martinez. Everyone will be doing their best to do Hugo proud today.
Yeah, and certainly the two Comunidad Campeones riders there in that first little race start were doing them proud. That is for sure. Zurituza and Cruces right up there in the mix already. So in that first start then, what is quite interesting is that Piqueras seems as though he's got the pace to go and run with this, doesn't he? We know how quick he is, but we haven't really seen him in a few races now kind of be right at the top end like that in the first couple of positions. So when we find out what exactly will happen with the restart, it'll be interesting to see.
What's up mga tropa peeps?